iPhone present day. The evolution of the iPhone. On June 29, 2007, the first iPhone was released to the public for purchase. It was the first smartphone of its kind, having a touchscreen, having web browsing capabilities, and so much more. It offered a 3.5-inch screen, a 2 megapixel camera, and a 4 gigabyte model sold for $499. On September 24, 2001, just over 14 years later, the iPhone 13 Pro was released, having sold 149.8 million iPhones sold worldwide. It's no secret that iPhone made sure to keep up with their prestigious status. It offered a 6.1-inch screen, a quad 12 megapixel camera, and the 256 gigabyte priced at $1,099.
The current iPhone release is the iPhone 13. It may look like the iPhone 13 has only changed the position of one of its back cameras since last year's model. But trust us, there are more substantial upgrades than that. With a new display, larger battery, and better camera hardware and software, the iPhone 13 is the new benchmark for flagship phones. Let's take a look at some of the improvements with the new iPhone model. First, display. A display so responsive, every interaction feels new again. It's brighter display, easier to read in direct sunlight. Stellar colors and contrast. Second, cameras. A dramatic, more powerful camera system. Bright and colorful images beat Samsung and other Android phones. Ultra-wide camera delivers more seeing and improved night mode. Photographic styles give you creative control. Video presenting cinematic mode. Cinematic mode automatically changes focus on subjects while adding bokeh. Superior Dolby Vision HDR video quality. Performance and A15 Bionic, the world's fastest smartphone chip. A15 Bionic is fastest chip once again. Machine learning performance notably better. And fifth, battery life and charging. Exceptional durability and a huge leap in battery life. The latest battery life becomes like 10 hours and 33 minutes, which is 2 hours better than iPhone 12. iOS 15, in touch in the moment. SharePlay lets you watch videos and listen to music with friends. Focus cuts down on distractions.
So the changes between old iPhones and new iPhones really comes from Apple's priorities when it comes to meeting the needs and the wants of the consumers. So Apple's priorities changed the design and development of iPhones, like the design priorities and the development priorities of iPhones, uh, because the first generations of iPhones were mainly there to fix practicality issues in the phone market. We've already talked about this in the previous presentation. However, new generations seek to improve on its previous generation technology. So things like camera and CPU, GPU, things like that. They want it to be faster and higher quality than that of the previous generation. As well as Apple's physical design of the iPhone has also changed in priorities. So they wanted to make iPhones sleeker, however, allowing for larger screens, which leads to development decisions such as back in 2018, when the iPhone 8 was the last generation of iPhone to actually include the home button. So they ditched the home button in 2018 and they incorporated it into the screen itself, which is quite a major development decision. A lot of research has to go into something like that to allow the technology to exist. And the image on the right is the iPhone XR, the 12th generation, the one that came just after the iPhone 8 that fully removed the home button. Now, iPhone's current development path and why it is. So, throughout Apple's lifetime, from the first generation of iPhone to now, the needs of the consumers have changed dramatically, which is why Apple really changed the priorities to begin with, of course. At the time of the first generation of iPhone, people wanted a more effective means of communication while also having other practicalities that could be included in a mobile phone. However, now mobile phone consumers have a different list of wants and needs, such as having higher quality cameras. This is a big one. Larger storages, also a major hitter, and especially faster computing and faster processing hardware, etc. That is what drives Apple's main development path for the iPhone. These are huge factors in why they are choosing to develop the iPhones this way. Now, with these consumer needs in mind, this is why Apple adapted their new designs of technology to adapt to the consumer needs.
Explain the ramifications of having this product service in the society now. iPhone has enabled constant communication in several different forms: messaging, calling, and social media. Society has become obsessed with pictures, whether it's of family, work related objects, and even food. It allows a lot of people to run their business on the go quickly and efficiently, which in turn allows society to spend more time doing other things that may be important to them. iPhone has also played an important role in the growth of e-commerce all over the world. It has allowed these online retailers to create apps and take digital forms of payment, making it easier for people with a smartphone to buy instantly. This has allowed for many online retailers to grow at an exponential rate.
Apple this year is really endorsing the idea that having an iPhone 13 Pro is having Hollywood in your pocket. Now the company is promoting the video capabilities of its flagship smartphone with three new short clips shared on YouTube and other media. The new clips highlight some of the iPhone 13 Pro's key camera features for shooting videos. The first one, called Detectives, shows cinematic mood in action with two people and one of them blurred in the background. The video then shifts focus on the person in the background, since users can choose where to focus when filming in cinematic mode. In the second video, called Basement, a woman walks through a dark house as she speaks with a mysterious voice. This time, Apple promotes the enhancements for shooting in low light situations with iPhone 13 Pro. As for the third video, which is called Pavel, the company shows in a black and white video how users can capture more details and make a movie more dramatic by using the new telephoto lens with three multiple optical zoom.
So then the next slide, iPhone's current marketing and advertising, they have a heavy emphasis on advertising their advances with each new generation of iPhone. They also push advertising out with a goal of trying to make the advertising look aesthetically pleasing as possible in order to draw in potential customers, but a large focus is on the technological advancements here, especially with the camera. So they make a large focus on camera quality and the software that iPhones use. So the iPhone 13 Pro is the most technologically advanced camera that Apple has pushed onto one of their iPhones. As well as software advancements, things like iOS is a big thing that iPhone or that Apple tries to push out in their marketing. So today's promotions of the iPhone make a bigger emphasis towards the software side of things, but they also boast the hardware, as we could see in the older picture, or not the older picture, but a few slides back with the triple camera iPhone. Those are the iPhone 13 cameras in the back. They have a big focus on that. Um, and here you can see on the right, iOS 15, um, a new advancement in its facial recognition software. Now you can wear a mask and your iPhone can still recognize you. They can still identify you based on your face, even with a mask on. So that's a very big thing, especially today, um, in the pandemic era, things, um, where having such technological advancements would be quite important to Apple.
iPhone's marketing and does it work? As a society, we always want the next big thing. Apple has done an excellent job at always highlighting iPhone's next big advances months before the release date, creating a hype. Currently, iPhone ads highlight the capabilities the camera has, even going as far as shooting the actual ad all from an iPhone 13. Apple knows exactly who their audience is and how to reach at them. Apple's marketing not only works, but it is now a strategy that many other companies want to duplicate. The hype that Apple builds around the newest features continue to keep the most loyal fans loyal and draw new customers yearly with their newest iPhone product.